hard for you. So I'm going to do a small presentation with you, basically 3 things: who we are as a company, what do we do, and what is in it for you. So if you have any question, don't hesitate to raise your hand, and I'll love to answer your question. Will that be okay? Thank you. So there's a company called Aegon. Let me see. Can you hear me? Is it better? Thank you. Thank you. This is better. So this is a company called Aegon. Have you ever heard of this company, Aegon? Anybody? I would like to involve you guys a little bit so I can understand how much you know, so I can guide you properly. Anybody have ever heard of this company called Aegon? It is? Do you know much about it, or do you want me to explain? Okay. Aegon is a Dutch company. It's from Netherlands, around $700 billion in assets. It's a big company. Company itself in 25 different countries, including Asia, Europe, and North America. We are from India. They're also in India. There's a big company called Tata in India. They're tied up with Tata, and they do home loans in India. This company is one of the top 10 companies in the world. They're think too big to fail. So this is one of the top-notch company. Now this company owns another company called Transamerica. I think this is a local company. Everybody knows about it. Transamerica is around since 1906, over 100 years old. And Transamerica is a San Francisco-based company. And this is the company who manages 401k for Southwest Airlines, one of the biggest giant. Now there's another company called World Financial Group. We call it WFG. Have you ever heard of it? Maybe some of you guys. Seems familiar to anybody? Have you? So we are World Financial Group, one of the largest distributors in financial services without owning a single product. So which means you can call us, we are the Amazon of financial services. Everything under one roof, and we represent more than 200 companies in US and Canada. If I talk about the big companies like Merrill Lynch, Fidelity, AIG, Allianz, in Canada, we have BMO, Bank of Montreal, we have RBC, Royal Bank of Canada, Ivari. All the top-notch insurance companies, investment companies, and banks are working with us in US and Canada. So what we are doing is we are simply distributing their products. This is good, I guess. This is good. Thank you. Now, we are both owned by Aegon, Transamerica and World Financial Group. Transamerica is the retail side, this is the distribution side. How we help Americans and Canadians, think about it. This is an average American's paycheck. Simple, it's a pie chart. Would you agree with me that 50% of average American's paycheck goes into living expenses? That could be rent, mortgage, utilities, and groceries, half of the money. Now, 25% money goes to Uncle Sam, IRS. Whether you like it or you don't like it, it will go. Definitely, if not more. Then the average Americans has 25% of debt. That could be car loan, credit card loan, student loans, medical bills. End of the day, there's zero saving. 95% Americans and 91% Canadians are struggling with money. They have zero savings. So what we do is, as a company, we don't touch this. This is somebody's living expenses. We cannot touch it. We cannot lower their mortgage payment. We cannot lower their grocery or utilities. Number one thing, we talk about, we are a debt consolidation company. Anybody owes money on the car, anybody has student loan, medical bills, they cannot pay the debt. We help them in debt consolidation. And what we do is we negotiate with the creditors. If somebody owes money in the car or credit cards, what we do is we negotiate with them, and we lower the principal, we lower the interest rate if they're paying. By lowering both, we end up lowering their minimum monthly payments. So we help them save money right here. No cost to them. Then we come into the tax side. We teach them how they can get the best tax deduction being a business owner of this company, and we help them legally save more money on the taxes. Anybody who has a job, join this business, will end up saving $4,000, $5,000, or $6,000 every year extra on taxes, because being a part of the business. They got every single privilege of tax deduction. From both sides, everybody average save $5,000 to $8,000 every year extra money from their same paycheck without paying anybody anything. Now what happens is, if we get $5,000 to $8,000 extra every year, what do we do with that? Don't you think we spend it? Bigger house, bigger car, maybe go back to the home country, bigger sofa, bigger TV, or maybe dine out. And we tell everybody, if you want to spend it, spend wisely. Maybe spend it 10 to 20%. Rest, we help them invest. Number one thing, tax-free retirement and wealth creation. Anybody from this group of people have ever heard of the thing called tax-free retirement? Do you know the tax-free retirement exists? Approved by IRS? Anybody? Do you know that? Now, also creating wealth. We know we are all immigrants. We all came from Asia, whether we are from India or we are from Pakistan or we are from Bangladesh or China or Asia. We all are here for a better life, and we put our heart and soul for our next generation. But the question in this country is, do we know how we can transfer this wealth that we are creating today, pass on to the next generation without paying any taxes legally? Do we know the meaning of will planning and estate planning? Do we know if we have a business and if we don't have a will, God forbid something happens to husband and wife, and if they don't have a will, the entire property goes to the probate. And probate could be very nasty, which means your kids has to go to the court and pay a lot of fees to the attorney and hustle to claim the property which is legally belongs to them. And this is free. Becoming a part of the business, everybody can plan their will for free. If you go to an attorney, they charge you anywhere $1,500 to $2,500. You can upgrade every year. Anytime you upgrade, attorney costs you $500 to $700. Every year upgrading is free. So would you agree with me? We are helping Canadians and Americans to understand how to create a tax-free retirement for themselves, how to build wealth, and how to protect wealth, and how to transfer that wealth to next generation. Anybody knows something about investments? I really want to have a little involvement. Anybody knows how to invest money in this country, apart from real estate or apart from stocks and bonds? Anybody knows? What is the best area where you think your money is safe and at the same time it's growing? Don't you think that in this country, if your money is safe, it's not growing? If it's growing, it's not safe. It goes up and down. Anybody has 401k here? Anybody has a job? You have 401k. And just to give you some idea and everybody can understand, how many people exactly understand how 401k works? (401k) is an index market, which is S&P 500, Standard & Poor, Fortune 500 companies. What happens is you put money into an account and it goes with the market. Market goes up, your money goes up. Market goes down, your money goes down. Would you agree? And nobody has control over the market and nobody can predict the market. If market goes down, you lose money. Nobody cares. It's your loss. If market goes up, you make money, but you share with the IRS when you take it out. Would you agree? You pay taxes. You lose, you gain, you share. What if I show you something where you never lose and you never share? Do you know anything about it? You never lose money even market crashes, and you never share the profits with the IRS illegally, if you understand it. Anybody has any idea how it works? Let me give you a little bit more. Do we have a duster here? I really want to show you when 401k, it's index market. What is index? Market goes up and down like this. It's S&P 500. Everybody understand that S&P 500 index market? What happens is market goes up and down. And there's only one bucket, which is index market. Index market is US market. You put money into the market goes down like 2001 or 2008, market crashes. Nothing left. Do you know a lot of people's 401k becomes 201k in 2001 and 2008? People lost money. And you know, anybody follow Warren Buffett here? Warren Buffett. He says there is only two rules of money. Rule number one, never lose money. Rule number two, never forget the rule number one. Never lose money. It's very hard to lose your hard-earned money. But if your money is index market, you can lose when market goes down. I want to show you something. When market goes down, you'll still not lose money. And let me show you. How many of you understand the index, which is global? Global index market. Anybody knows? Can anybody knows index, global index? I think you guys can hear me without this. Is it better? I think without mic is better. You need mic? This is better? There you go. I can hold it with one hand. Yeah, this is better. Okay, so global index market. Anybody understand global index? Now global index is basically index like this, but index globally. What does that mean? It has more buckets than one, because we are indexing globally. Number one bucket it has is same S&P 500, which is North American market. Same like this. We put some money right here. The second bucket we have is right here, Euro Stocks 50, which is European market. Anybody ever heard of this European market? Euro Stocks 50? That's entire European market. Now the third market is Hang Seng. Hang Seng is Asian market. That's from Hong Kong. Is this better?
थोड़ा वॉल्यूम कम कर दे. हेलो हेलो हेलो.
Yeah, this is better. So this global index has more buckets. The number one bucket is S&P 500, which is North American market. Number two bucket is Euro Stocks 50, which is European market. Third bucket is Hang Seng bucket, which is Asian market. And the fourth bucket is reserve account. So anytime when you are putting your money, you can have the reserve account. What happens is market goes up and down. Now, when market goes down, you lose money. When market goes up, you gain money. But every time somebody is working on this one. If this market is going down, they are moving money on this side. If this market is going down, they're changing the allocation all the time. And what they do is they share the profit minimum 0.75%, maximum 15%. So if the profit is less than 0.75%, they will still share with you 0.75%. If the profit is more than 15%, that's capped. They will not share with you more than 15%. So what happened is market was about 30 to 40% of like a couple of years ago. Whenever market is over 15%, the entire profit goes to reserve account. From reserve account, they reinvest the money into these three markets. Money makes money, goes back to reserve account. On that, they do call options. Anybody understand the call options? Right? So what they do is they play the options, means let's suppose they're buying the stocks for Walmart. So what they do is they will not buy the stocks, they will buy the options. Option has a small fee. So it means they paid the small fee. By paying the small fee, they hold the share, stock. If market goes down, they did not lose the share, they just lost the fee. But if market goes down, they held the share, they can sell it. So when market goes up, they make profit, but when market goes down, they only pay the fee. They make a lot of money, and the money goes back to reserve account. And when this account gets piled up and goes back into this one. The when market goes down every year, 10-year market up and 2 to 3 year market is down. In these 10 years when market goes up, there's a lot of money in the reserve account. And when market goes down for 2 to 3 years, they use this reserve account and they pay minimum 0.75% share. So which means even market goes down, you never lose money. We have the historical growth from last 25 years that your average profit is 8 to 10%. What we call is growth. Now, do you know any area of investment where your money is 100% safe and on top of that your growth is 8 to 10%? It's a compounding growth. Third thing, this is the area where you grow your money totally tax free. There is a way to design it, but it's legally 100% approved by IRS, state and feds. We are highly regulated business in this country or in this planet. We are regulated by State Department of Insurance. We are regulated by FINRA. We are regulated by Security Exchange Commissions, which means we have more regulation than the banks. So what we want from you is, we want from the same community, if you can give us 3-4 guys, we can guide them and they can help the entire community. We are not here to sell anybody anything. We are not the salespeople. We are growing very fast, but in order to cover the industry's demand, we need 200,000 new licensed people to fulfill the demand of this country. Reason, baby boomers are retiring. Everybody understand baby boomers? They are retiring. Approximately 10,900 people are turning 65 every single day until 2029. This is the biggest wealth transfer in the entire history of United States. Somebody gotta learn about it and teach others so they can take care of their money. Where else you can see that you can invest your money? Number one, guaranteed you're never gonna lose your principal. Number two, good profit. Number three, you are not paying tax on the profit. But the money you're putting in is already tax paid money. It's not like 401k. But when you take it out, you take it out 0% tax. But the question is, how many of you would like to be in a 0% tax bracket when you retire? It's good to pay taxes, but if we can save legally, don't you think we should save it? Secondly, peace of mind. When you're investing your money and you know that you're never going to lose money, don't you think peace of mind is great? Anything can change in blink of eye. If you're putting money into stocks or mutual funds or any XYZ, you can lose money. I'm a biggest promoter of this. I have my investments into this one. I can show you. All we are immigrants, we love to buy properties. Would you agree? We love to buy real estate. Anybody who buys in this area, I don't know, I'm from Cyprus. So in this area, if you buy a property of $300,000, what kind of rent we can get? 2,000. Even that property is paid off. How much is the taxes? 400 or 500 a month. Homeowners insurance $100, right? HOA another 40, 50, 60. Maintenance another $100, and if we have the management company another 10%. So technically we save $1,000, which is taxable, which is based on if we have the tenant all the time. And if you got a bad tenant, you have to evict them. They can damage the property. There could be so many things. How about if I can show you a property in financial services where you put that much money, instead of 1,000 taxable income, this property will give you $3,000 every month tax-free income. Number two, you don't need to deal with the tenants. Number three, you don't need to change the roof and furnace every 15 years. Number four, if somebody buy the property and God forbid something happens to them, the property becomes the liability because of little kids. They still have to pay the taxes. This property pays you insurance to somebody. If somebody dies, the family get money. Number three, the best thing. Anytime somebody gets into a lawsuit, the property can get a lien on it. In this investment, this is a creditor protected. We call it, this money is in a candy wrapper. Nobody can see whether it's a Hershey or Kit Kat. Even government cannot touch it. Even if you want a loan for your kids' education, they will not count this money as an asset. That's how this is designed by IRS. You can Google it. They call it 7702A, tax-free retirement plan. It's around since 1913, approved by IRS. But the problem is, rich people knows it. Common people don't know it. I can give you some books to read. Number one, The Power of Zero. The book shows about these investments. Retirement Miracle, another book. These books are around 30, 40, 50, even 100 years. They will show you how people can be in a 0% tax bracket when they retire. And you can retire at 40, 50, 60. There's no set age to retire. Whenever you retire, you pay zero tax. And taxes are always going up. It's not going down. The question is, how many people would like to invest with their money where they're never going to lose money, principal guaranteed, it's a good growth, there's no tax. And again, this is a financial services property versus real estate property. In real estate property, you have to deal with the tenants. If you have a tenant, you're getting paid. If tenant is not good, you have to evict the tenant. Number one, you lost the rent for 2-3 months. The moment tenant finds it out that you're evicting them, he or she is going to damage your property. You come back and spend another $5, $10, $15,000 to fix the property, and then you pray to the God, give me a good tenant. And what is the guarantee that you're going to get a good tenant? How about not having a tenant and money is making money, and then you're never going to worry about this? Another thing for small kids, we call it wealthy child. You put money only 5, 6, 7, 10 years into an account, never pay it, money makes money, and the child can have millions of dollars when they retire. They can have money for their education, they can have money for their first car, money for their first home, money for their wedding, and still emergency fund in their account. If you love your child, you can start putting $200, $300 on the side every month for your child. But the good news is that these plans are highly regulated by both state and feds. You can set up your online account and you can watch your money. You can keep the allocation. The question is, can we get 2, 3, 4 guys from the community who are 18 plus, have a clean background, are eager to learn? We can teach them. We can teach them on daily basis. We don't charge them anything. Yes, they have to get their background check. They have to get the fingerprinting done. They have to get a license. Everything is state of Texas. We don't. I personally train every single day, either 7 o'clock or 8 p.m. every day, 1 hour on Zoom. That person don't need to go anywhere. They can just sit into our Zoom calls and learn everything about it. They're not signing a contract. They don't like it. They don't need to do it. Do you think we can just help the community by doing it? And that's all we need. And again, all this what I'm sharing with you, this is written. We can give you some books to read. We can give you some articles to read. You can go online. You can go to irs.gov and you check it out. And all the companies we are dealing with, they're 200, 300, 400 years old. Look at the company called Nationwide. Do you know Nationwide, right? Nationwide is bigger than Starbucks, bigger than Nike, bigger than McDonald's. Their 60% revenue is generated by us as a company. We manages 401k for Southwest Airlines. We work with Fidelity. We work with Merrill Lynch. We work with AIG. We work with Prudential. You name any banks and any insurance and investment companies, we work with them. We are in the Forbes magazine. We are in the Time magazine. We are in Stock Exchange New York. There's a book written about us. As a company, we have over 3,500 offices across US. We have over 70,000 licensed people working with our firm. But we need 200,000 more people in next 2 years just to fulfill the communities and the country's demand, because a lot of baby boomers are retiring. They need to take care of their money. Nobody would like to lose their money when they work hard for this money for 40 years. We guide them how they can have their money well protected when market goes down. Bank doesn't pay us anything. You cannot beat the inflation and taxation in the bank. You have to invest your money properly where you never lose. You can beat the taxation and inflation, and you can have tax-free retirement. And we all guide you. That doesn't cost you anything. You can join our business. It costs you $100 one time to join. We don't charge anything. It's company who checks your criminal and financial background, because it's a money business. They want to check your background. Nobody can join without their background being checked. Yes, you want to use as a profession, you have to get a license from state of Texas. You have to get your fingerprinting done from state of Texas. We can guide you with everything. You want to just learn about the money? We can set a one-on-one appointment and guide you. We do not charge you anything. This is all complimentary financial education for every Canadian and American. And that's what we do. Anybody who join the business, when they guide people this, they make money. When somebody invests their money, they don't pay us anything. We get money from the company. Company pays us. We don't charge anything to the client. Client gets free of charge. And that's all from me. And again, when somebody joins this business, that's not a job. They can build a business where they can sell it, they can partially sell it, they can give it to their family, or family can inherit from them. More money in the money business. A person who joins this business can make millions of dollars, because end of the day, more money in the money business. And we are here to guide them, coach them, and mentor them on daily basis without any cost to them. And that was from us. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. I would love to have every question you might have. Anybody has any question? Please. I would love to give you some more clarity if you have any question. No. You have to learn about money and finance first. Once you learn, you will end up managing your own money. If you have a 401k, you can manage properly. If you have a retirement plan, you can manage properly. If you have little kids, you can have their education planning properly, and you can grow your money risk-free and tax-free. And again, if you know that, you're going to guide your families and friends, your cousins. If you help them, you'll make money. But you don't need to do anything. No. You can if you want. Yes. No, if you want to buy, you can buy. You join and learn. That's up to you. We are not the salespeople. Let me tell you. We are the financial doctors. What we do is we sit down with the person. We diagnose their problem. Then we provide education and awareness. Then we provide solution with the right institution, the 200 companies we represent. So it's basically financial doctors diagnosing. Somebody wants something else. See, one size does not fit all. Somebody needs something else. Somebody needs something else. We guide them with everything. And I want to tell you what are the services we provide. It starts from education planning, college funding, will planning, estate planning, debt consolidation, long-term care, all kinds of insurances. Then we deal into 401ks, 403bs, TRP plans, TSP plans, annuities, fixed index annuities, IRAs, Roth IRAs, SEP IRAs, traditional IRAs, mutual funds, investments. Even we manage 401k. We used to do home loans. In 2008 we quit doing it, but in Canada we still do home loans. And you can build your business sitting in Houston in all over 50 states of US and all over Canada. I have 2 offices in Michigan, and I have 13 CPAs that are learning about it. CPAs don't even know about it. They know about taxes, but they don't know how to design a tax-free retirement. I hope that answers your question. Anybody else has any question? Okay. So basically our company has a mission, no family left behind. Number one thing, we do noble cause. You know, there was a Hurricane Harvey came. Company matches dollar to dollar. Houstonian contributed $100,000, and then World Financial Group, our company, matches $100,000. And November 19, 2017 was declared by Houston Mayor the day of World Financial Group. We are building orphanages in the poor countries like Haiti and Nigeria. We are a big sponsor for all the big events. Now, as a company, our mission is 2 ways. If somebody is making money, we guide them how they can invest their money and make more money with the money without any charge to us. If somebody is not making money, we guide them how to make money, save money, invest money, and build a future. Both ways, no cost to the client, to us. We don't charge anybody any money. We get paid from the companies. And the model is beautiful. It provides all the services under one roof like Amazon. But we are just changing the way of distribution in financial services. Our mission is everybody should learn that nobody learn in the college and universities. Can anybody learn about money and finance in school or college, even they do PhD or MBA finance? No. We are teaching about 13 or 14 CPAs in our Michigan offices. We have attorneys, doctors, CPAs, scientists, researchers, people who are making millions of dollars. We always ask people 5 questions. Number 1 question, we work hard for the money. How many of us know that money can work hard for us the way we are working hard for money? Number 2, we are working hard and making money. What if something goes wrong and we are not able to work? What is the plan B? Third thing, more money we make, more taxes we pay. Why not saving more money on taxes legally without any cost? Number 4, when we retire we pay a lot of tax. Why not learn how to pay zero tax when we retire? Number 5, we work hard to make somebody else rich when we have a job. Why don't we work hard to make ourselves rich? If a chance is given to build a business without any investment, can we build a business on the side while keep on doing what we are doing? And fifth thing, who doesn't want to learn how they can manage their own money? Everybody. And the last thing, personal development and communication skills. Everything as a bundle deal, no cost. We have 2 plans, 5-year and 30-year, whatever age you are. If you join the business, you can retire 5 years. If you invest money, 30 years. When you join the business, then you are helping people invest money, then you make good money. Then you can retire in 5 years. Anybody, I can openly challenge anybody. Anybody can join this business and give me 10 years. And they do what I tell them to do in this business, all legally, ethically, licensed by state of Texas. I guarantee you they can make $1 million a year. All passive, not active. All passive. Can anybody? So passive income is basically, franchise. When you buy McDonald's, you pay millions of dollars. When you buy McDonald's, you pay millions of dollars, and McDonald's is a system-based business. What they do is, when you buy a McDonald's franchise, they will send you to their hamburger university in Illinois. You learn their system and come back, and you hire a bunch of college students. The students who cannot even possibly clean their own room will run your $1 million franchise. Have you ever seen any professional working at the McDonald's? Either students or retired people. Our business is also system-based business. You come into the business, we teach you the business. Number 1, you join as an agent who guide people. Then you become broker. Then you become entrepreneur. Basically you become agent, then you become franchisee, then you become franchisor. You can have more franchisee, you make all the royalty, dividend and capital gain income. So which we call is passive income. Anybody, I have done every business in this country. I've owned gas station business, liquor store business, trucking business, restaurant business, pet grooming business, real estate business. I used to have my own mortgage company. I do not do anything else. Just this. I have 2 boys, 11 and 14. My 14-year-old son sits with me, and I cannot wait when he turns 18 and join me in the business. More money in the money business anyways. You learn about your own money. You become a better person. You serve the humanity. And what you do is, you become a good person, because there are not a lot of good people outside. What you do is, I always believe in this company is, if you become greedy, you will be needy. But if you help the needy, you will never be the greedy. Other way what we do is, if you help the needy, if you become greedy, you will be the needy. If you become greedy, you will be the needy. If you help the needy, you will never be the greedy. And God is watching you, and God can give you what you never even ask for. People are making millions of dollars. What we believe in this company, you get what you give. Whatever you give, you will get 1,000,000 times more. You give bad, you get back bad. You give good, you get good. So we always tell everybody, you only do what you expect 20, 50, 100 or 1,000,000 times more. Now, can somebody do bad if they think that's coming back to them 1,000,000 times more? We are serving the humanity. We are telling everybody, see, if anybody come to my house, You will see on my fridge I have two boys, it says 4 F's. 4 F's, 4 pillars of a human person, and especially young kids. The first F is faith. We are sitting here, the God, the Allah. If you don't faith in God, nothing exists. Would you agree? Number 2 F is family. You can have millions of dollars. If family is not happy, money doesn't mean anything. Third F is fitness. You can have millions of dollars, but you are sick and laying on the bed. Does money mean anything to you? Fourth F is finance. So those 4 pillars has to be covered at the same time: faith, family, fitness, and finance. If you have all those 4, you can have the fifth F, lot of fun. That's the philosophy of life. You cannot do bad and expect good. No. If you do bad, you will get bad. You do good, you'll have good. What we do is, I tell everybody, if your kid is 18, 19, 20, 21, tell them to join us for 2 years. You will have your kid back as a great person who will never hurt anybody, who will never harm anybody, apart from financial knowledge, just with a couple of $100 one time. Don't you think we are helping Americans and Canadians? We are on a crusade. We teach people how they can have a peace of mind. Everybody has a stress. People are so angry. People are so frustrated. And when we meet people, they say, how are you? We tell them, life is good, God is kind. And they look at you like you came from different planet. Because that's how we have been taught. And that's what we are teaching everybody. We want all of you to just join our Zoom meeting and see how we teach Americans. How we teach everybody to become a better person, have more knowledge about money and finance, and by doing it you can make a lot of money. And we are highly regulated. We cannot even lie. If we lie, we need to find somebody who can bail us out. We have more regulation than the banks. But if you need more information, don't hesitate to ask us. We will send you the information. We can sit down face to face. We do not charge anything. It's all free of cost. Anybody has any other question? Anybody? Two things, sir, what we provide is, number one thing, if they get the loan and they cannot pay back, we can help them debt consolidation. But at the same time, what I believe is, if you are getting the free money from the government, we have to pay it back in taxes down the road, sooner or later. We have to pay it back. Taxes are going up. Now the question is, if somebody is struggling, we can hold their hand, we can guide them, and I can bet you we can show them how to make $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 every month going forward. Without any investment, they won't have any boss. Just tell them to give us a call. We will guide them. Reach out to Mr. Romy. We will guide them how to make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in this business. Or even somebody is doing a business, they can make $2,000 to $4,000 part-time income while doing what they're doing as a full-time. That's what we can help. No cost to us. We don't charge anything. I hope that answers your question, sir. Thank you. Anybody else has any question? Mr. Romy, if you want to ask something on somebody's behalf. Or you can share your experience if you want. Thank you, Romy bhai. So nice of you. I want to tell you a little bit of thing. I also came to this business being a gas station owner. I used to have gas station business back in Michigan, and I was also doing real estate on the side. When I came to this business, I did not pay attention much because I was the guy who would go to India every summer with my family and kids. And the problem was that when we go to India, my wife is watching cameras from India. We do in the retail business, that's a problem. And when you leave, there's not much profit. So when I come across to this business, I did not pay attention. But 4 years ago, I made a decision. I'm gonna wrap up everything and I'm gonna come full time. Since then, our business is in 21 states in the United States, and in Canada, we're in Toronto, Vancouver, Surrey, Abbotsford, Calgary, Edmonton, Ottawa, Montreal, Saskatoon, and Saskatchewan. Sitting in Houston. I have never been to Saskatoon. But we have a great business there. I'm an American citizen, I'm not Canadian citizen. We have 401k, they have RRSP. I don't even know how it works, but by expanding the business, we make money from Canada too legally. See, have you ever seen a business where you don't invest any money and you can make money from Canada as well? You make money, you don't make anything, you don't lose anything. There's no target, there's no quota, there's no boss. You're becoming a better person, you're having more financial knowledge. But I know sometimes it's very hard why this everything is for free. We are humans. We say it seems like a scam, it's not good. Why it's free? Because financial education is free, but hustle comes with that. Hard work comes with that. We don't need money, but we need a lot of hard work ethics from you. We need self-discipline from you. We need real commitment from you. I always believe that when we try to train somebody in the business, I always give a example of lemon. If there's a lemon, if we squeeze the lemon, we take the juice out. But if we don't do anything with the lemon gets fungus. So the moment you join the business will squeeze you. You may feel uncomfortable, but nothing grows in comfort zone anyways. So we will make you uncomfort for your own comfort down the road. Money will be the last thing you're going to worry about. Taxes will be the last thing you're going to worry about. You will be the master of money and finance better than attorneys and CPAs. And you'll be in a 0% tax bracket. And you'll be helping Americans and Canadians, and you're changing lives. Don't you think it's a blessing from God when you're helping families without any cost to them? Maybe God sent us indirect way. I don't know. I don't believe into coincidences. We meet people for a reason. I know Romy Bhai from last couple of years, and he asked me. I said, anything for you, my friend. So we are here for him. Any question you have, no cost to anybody. You want to sit down with us, you want to join the Zoom call, you want to learn more, zero cost. It's free of cost for everybody. You can learn about money and finance, or you can join a business and build a business. When you join a business, you learn and teach others. That's a business. And you know that whenever money moves hands, somebody gets paid. So more money in the money business. And that's what we teach everybody. Rami bhai, any other question? True. Very, very true. And you know what I firmly believe is nobody can resist human will. Where there is a will, there is a way. If you have the will, you can learn the skill. The question is, we are humans. You know, Sometimes we think too small. We don't think big way. We don't think unlimited. I'll share a story with you. Before 1954, the human thinking was nobody can run faster than 4 minutes a mile. Nobody can cross 1 mile earlier than 4 minutes. Everybody, that was a human belief. And I don't know if you guys know that. A guy named Roger Bannister, he came in and he broke that record. Now what happens since then until now, over 20,000 people, including high school kids, have done it. Do you think it was impossible? No. It was the human blockage. The problem is nobody is stopping us, our own brain, own mindset. And I always call that this mindset is 2 million years old wiring we have, and that's only produces negativity. We always listen to ourselves. What was the last time you sat down and you talked to yourself? Do you visualize? Do you meditate? Do you talk to yourself? These are the small things can really change your life. Anger and frustration doesn't serve you. When you serve other people, believe me, you're the happiest person on the planet, whether you have money or not. Inner satisfaction is the biggest success than having money. And that's what we teach Americans in this business. But the question is, are you willing to learn it? Are you willing to take a look into it? Are you willing to ask more questions? Are you willing to get more clarity? That's why we are here for. If anybody has any question, we can answer. Otherwise, Rumi bhai. Alright guys, thank you. Really appreciate. Rumi bhai knows if you have any question, you can get my number from Rumi bhai. We would love to sit down with you one-on-one and guide you more into that. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.